Oh my god, oh my god, there is a lot of gear oil inside the, there is a lot of gear oil inside the encoder. I mean there is a resolver. It's a lot of gear oil. Resolver is under the gear oil. Oh my god, for the reason there is happened the fault in the resolver. So I'm just cleaning all the gear oil from the resolver side, and this is now you can see that the clear resolver. So I have completely opened from the motor inside from the resolver. Now I'm just explaining you, and before I start the video is the detail. I have mentioned that before I going to troubleshooting the resolver, check if your resolver related any error showing in your controller or HMI. So such as the resolver fault, position feedback error, over temperature regulations, speed fluctuations. If you found any within 4 problems, then you have to follow my troubleshooting steps. I have mentioned right here 6 steps for the completely solution for the resolver. Step 1 to 6, you can follow step by step all the informations. Okay. So I'm just mentioning here the step 1. Check resolver wiring and connections first of all. So verify that the resolver cables are securely connected to the servo drive or controller. You have to mention it that. So inspect for the damage or cut cables. Use a multimeter to check the continuity in resolver cables. Okay, and the next step 2, the measure the resolver winding resistance. First of all, you have to use a multimeter to measure the resistance between the resolver windings. Primary winding, it should be the excitation coil. Mentioned that typically 50 ohms to 200 ohms is acceptable range for the excitation coil, primary winding. And the secondary winding, sine and cosine, sine plus, sine minus, cos plus, cos minus, similar resistance. It will be the similar resistance. Okay, I'll be explaining you later. Okay, if resistance is more than open or high, it will be the resolver is faulty. Okay, now going to the step 3, the check resolver sign with an oscilloscope. Connect an oscilloscope to the resolver output terminals. If you have available in your plants the oscilloscopes, you can try to identify the problem from the oscilloscope. Okay, a healthy resolver should produce the clean sine and cosine waveform. You can see the oscilloscope in the sine and cosine waveform from the healthy. So if waveform are disordered or missing, check for the loose or broken connections and the electrical noise or interference or faulty resolver. And now I'm going to the step 4, to verify the servo drive setting. Maybe check that the servo drive is set to the resolver mode if applicable in your system, in your machine. So ensure correct resolver excitation voltage and frequency in your setting. So reset the drive to factory default and reconfigure the resolver settings again in your system. And step 5, test resolver alignment. Incorrect resolver mounting can cause position error. Align resolver mechanically according to the manufacturer specifications. Some systems allow software calibration to correct the alignment issues. And finally, the step 6, check for electrical noise interference. Ensure the resolver cable are shielded and grounded properly. It's the most important for the resolver and the servo motor connected, including with the grounded properly with the body. The keep resolver cables away from the high voltage line. So we have a practice in the South Asia in zone. There is, I have just found that some maximum cable are laying with the low voltage cable and the high voltage cable in the similar way. So that's why they happen something electrical noise interference in that case. So next, then I want to show with you about how to test the resolver using the multimeter. So, and then please see the video until finish, otherwise you cannot understand it clearly. So I want to share one of the important thing is that if you are first in my channel, please subscribe my channel first and then share with your friends and others for sharing the video. If I get the next, I'm just making the video, so it will be first you can see my video. Okay, and then share with your friends. So before I go into how to test the resolver, I want to share with you about my planned resolver problems. So what actually happened in my the resolver? You see the first portion of my video, lots of gear oil are in the resolver inside and outside. If you remember that first portion of my video, there is a lot of gear oil out from the resolver box. Somehow the resolver cable is scratched with others, so for that reason oil and scratch point happen short circuit and then stop my machine. When they cut the cable and scratch the point, so oil and scratch point make happen the short circuit and stop machine directly and showing the machine the resolver fault. And the second option, that position feedback error. And also the another issue happened in the in my error code, there is the resolver fault directly. When I reset that, the again is the HMI, the fault is resolver fault. So I stop the machine and machine power also, and I understand that so maybe something is wrong inside the servo motor. So that's why I open the servo motor. First of all, I check the servo drive. I found servo drive is everything is okay, and after that I am checking with the servo motor. When I open the connection from the servo motor, I got some terminal box, also some oil. But when I open the back end side of the encode resolver, I got the lots of oil from the resolver side. That is the issue. That's why happened the problem in my side. So I want to share now how I just test the resolver. So you can see the picture in here, the resolver testing methods, the system. I just write down one of the paper here, and I want to show with you. Here I just mentioned that there are 6 cable of the resolver. 6 cable of the resolver. Each and every resolver have the 6 cable. So I have mentioned in here, I have 2 resolver in my hand here. So I just mentioned here the 6 cable. So first of all, yellow and black is the sign plus, sign minus. Is the output cables, output connections. Yellow and blue, it is the sign plus and sign minus. And the black and red is the cause plus and cause minus. And white and white red, you can see the white and white red is the excitation plus and excitation minus. This is the primary coil. This is the excitation coil, primary color, white and white red. Okay, that is the connection. You can see I'm just measuring now. I'm just measure with the multimeter for excitation. Check the, first of all I want to check the yellow and blue, sign plus and sign minus. I think it probably result should be the similar. The output both of the cables, so sine and cosine, both the resistance will be the similar. Otherwise if you value the not get the similar, first you can understand that the resolver is faulty. So first of all I just measured the yellow and blue. I got the value is approximately the 69.6. you can see the picture in here, multimeter. Okay, I just get the connection is rotation change, and for the clear understanding, so yeah, blue and yellow you can see the 69.7 or 6 is a very the after point is negligible, no problem. So 69.5. Okay, you can mention it the number of this 69.6 ohms. Okay, no problem. And then second, cos plus and cos minus, and the black and red, it will be the black and red. And I'm just mentioning here, there is the white and white red is the excitation coil. It will be the 81. Okay, I'll be check it later. So first of all I check the cos plus and cos minus. You can see, and cos plus and cos minus, I got the 69.5, the similar value. If the sine and cos are both are the similar value, it should be the good condition in the resolver. So if you understand that, it will be the very good condition. So that means the resolver is okay. 69 point. Still this is okay, but before I test the extraction coil and before extraction coil. So if I got the extraction coil within the range, the 50 to 200 ohms, as per the resolver OEM written note, it will be the okay. 81.7. Okay, extraction color white and white red is extraction plus extraction 81.2, not 81.2, it will be 81.7. okay, again check 81.7. yes, 81.7, it will be the 81.7. that means I mentioned that I check my resolver in my plants. I found the resolver is completely okay, there is no problem. I have two resolver, you can see. So before you fitting again in your systems, you must have ensured that which one is stator and which one is a rotor, because there is a chance to interchange from the rotor, because there is a number, the serial number between the stator and rotor. You have to clearly understand that and matched with rotor and stator, then fix the again in your motor. That things it will be okay. I hope the videos will helpful for you. So if you like the video or if you love the video, please share with your friends. I'm just again explain it, that is what is the value I just got it. Okay, thank you viewers, all my viewers and all my supporters who are support me in my YouTube channel and who was seeing my video. Thank you for listening to me here today, and it is the most important and significant and very crucial video for each and everyone, because if you run your plants a lot of servo motor and servo drive, so servo drive giving the controller, give the connections from the resolver connection going to the servo motor to the servo drive. So that's why you must have to understand the resolver actually. Without your understanding, you cannot rectify the problem. So I think it will be very helpful for your future in your plants. So thank you for listening to me here today. Thank you.